Talking to me like a child. My words are growing stronger, and my legs keep getting longer. I'm like nobody else, so you can just go fuck yourself.
Hey, this is Mike, Seder42 Vinyl. Do a video of, this is gonna be, I've been collecting vinyl now for 7 years. Fuck. I've been collecting vinyl now for 7 years, and I've done videos for everything that I've bought in my collection thus far from the years 2017 and 2018 and December of 2016. So everything that I've bought up until this point, I'm gonna eventually, hopefully, get through all my collection and be able to show it all to you if you care, right? I just think it's fun, you know, to see what people are buying and what they have in their collection and what they listen to. So this is gonna be a video of, since I've completed 2017 and 2018, both of those years, I've put out videos for everything that I bought up to that point, including December 2018. So that was like the end of 2018. I'm gonna start 2019 coming up. I did a video for my top 5 favorite metal albums that were released in 2017. And I'm going to do that now for my favorite non-metal albums. These are basically these are all actually indie rock albums. So these are, you know, I really like indie rock, and you're going to notice here there's a theme. All of these albums are female artists. So that's just something that I really am into, I guess. I really dig female artists for indie rock, pop music, even in metal. You know, it's just a preference for me. So anyway, if you're into that, if you like female artists and you enjoy indie rock, this is going to be a video I think you're going to like. So for number 5, my 5th favorite album that I purchased not that I purchased, but that was actually released in 2017 is from Torres. And Torres is a great indie rock artist. She started out kind of just guitar and her kind of writing these. She uses an electric guitar, so it's not like acoustic, but she doesn't use a lot of distortion. She has these kind of like songs that are incredibly quiet, and then they just kind of explode into this, you know, distorted, you know, sometimes a chorus that's distorted. Sometimes they stay quiet the whole time, but, you know, they just kind of have these ebb and flow of her music, which is really, really cool, really, really interesting. And this album in particular is a little bit different from her previous albums, her previous 2 albums, where I think the first one was strictly acoustic. Second one was more like electric guitar with those bursts of energy. And this one has keyboards. You know, there's a lot more instruments involved in this album, and songwriting is kind of different. So her first 3 albums, I think this is her 3rd album, are all kind of different from each other, and that's really cool. And Torres is awesome. I really, really dig this album from her. It's called 3 Futures, and it's really cool. It's come in this is the inner sleeve, and then it came in gold vinyl. Really, really great stuff. It is my 5th favorite non-metal indie rock, I guess, release of 2017.
Can you probe the ends of the Almighty? Did he hold your hips with authority? No pride or projection swells like insecurity. If only I could use that to hold you. I tell you, I would use that to hold you. There's no one-lit corner of the room I'm in. There's no one-lit corner of the room I'm in.
My 4th favorite release from 2017 is a really cool band. These guys are really, really good. Yeah, they're another all-female group, and they're called Daddy Issues. And this is Deep Dream. This album is freaking excellent. There's so many good melodic songs on here. Really, really great stuff. I keep pulling this out. Every time I put it on, I remember like how great it is. And I got it on this blue. I don't think they have another album. I think this is their only release, and I really, really wish they would have continued. There's a few bands like that I really love that, you know, they broke up or they're done or they didn't release anything. This is my third favorite album that came out in 2017, and it's an angry album. It's very, very angry, and this artist is fantastic. I love this artist. I've been a fan of this artist since the 90s when she released her first solo stuff, and that's Juliana Hatfield, and this came out in 2017. As we all know, 2017 was the year after Trump was elected president, and a lot of people had reactions to that, and a lot of women, because of how, you know, the controversies around Trump and women. It was an interesting time to be a woman for 4 years, or at least the beginning of that. I think a lot of women had a visceral reaction. I mean, the Women's March was huge that year. It was just massive. So it was really like, you know, a call to arms for women, you know, to be like, you know, we need to stand up for our rights and things like that. And obviously rights are being taken away from women, whether you agree or disagree. That's just a fact. So Juliana Hatfield had a really visceral reaction to that and wrote almost this entire album about that experience of how she felt after that. And it's a very angry album. There's a lot of stuff on here, a lot of raw lyrics about, you know, how she feels about, you know, things that happen. And she's obviously, you know, politically she's left, and so, you know, she sings about her feelings about what happened, just like anybody has the right to do, basically. Whether you agree or disagree, that's, you know, whatever. But this is a fantastic album. I really love it. Juliana Hatfield is one of my favorite artists of all time. I buy everything that she puts out, all of her solo stuff. As much of she collaborates with other people, I try to get that stuff too. I really, 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 really enjoy Juliana as an artist, and I really, really enjoy this record. And it's Juliana Hatfield, Pussycat. Great, great album, and it came on Pink.
She won't remember
The next album that I have here is another one of my favorites, of course. And this band just broke up. Of fucking course. All right, so this is their first album, and it is from a band called The Regrets. And this is basically the brainchild kind of Lydia Knight. She wrote pretty much all these songs with help from her fellow bandmates, but she pretty much was the architect of this band and this album. And really, really good stuff on here. This is some really, really fun music. And again, a lot of lyrics about reactions to just politics in general and how she feels and her fellow bandmates feel about the state of things. And, you know, and it's wrapped up in kind of like incredibly melodic, you know, happy sounding songs, which is kind of interesting, you know, way to do it. Whereas the Juliana Hatfield album, that album is just rough. It's a real, not necessarily a downer to listen to, because I enjoy listening to that album, but it's dark. This album is more bright, it's more fun, and it just it's a really good time. I mean, you can tell the cover, you know, they're just trying to have fun, and they're having fun with their songs and the lyrics too. So really, really great stuff. The first, I saw like a video on one of the songs, and I was just like, this is really cool. And then, you know, I just did a deep dive and found out all about these guys. And at this time, they were still teenagers, I believe, when they made this album. So really, really cool stuff. Really young band. Lydia and the guitar player were the only two members of the band that actually was still in the band before they broke up recently. So Regrets are no more. Lydia is probably going to be still around. I'm excited for new material from her, and this is a really, really cool album. I love it.
You're talking to me like a child. Hey, I got news, I'm not a little girl. And no, I won't give you a little twirl. You're talking to me like I'm sad. Hey, I got news, I'm not doing too bad. Even though sometimes I might get real mad. You're talking to me like a child. My words are growing stronger, and my legs keep getting longer. I'm like nobody else, so you can just go fuck yourself. I do a lot of stupid stuff, but don't act like you're so tough. You're talking to me like I'm dumb. Well, I've got news, I've got a lot to say. There's nothing you can do to take that away. You're talking to me like I'm hurt. Well, at least I'm not 6 feet in the dirt, and I'll still kick your ass even in my skirt. You're talking to me like a child. Well, I'm not a helpless baby, not waiting on you to come save me. I'm like nobody else, so you can just go fuck yourself. I do a lot of stupid stuff, but don't act like you're so tough. Fight fire with fire, you'll get burned. Hey, I think right about now is your turn. Earplugs won't save you anymore. They'll leave you washed up on the seashore.
All right, and my favorite album from 2017 in the indie rock category is the band, and this is one of my favorite bands now. Of course, all these fucking bands are my favorite bands. I say that all the time, but they're all really good. And these are albums that I can pull out at any time and listen to, and you know, I just love it. And this is Charlie Bliss. This is Guppy. The vocals are definitely unique, I'll say, but I really enjoy the vocals on this album. Ava Hendricks, I think, does a fantastic job on vocals. Yeah, for my ear, female vocals and these type of vocals, I love it. I love this stuff. I eat it up. I just like, for me, it's like when I hear vocals like this, it's just, you know, like the hair on my neck goes up. It just really gives me that really good feeling. You know, female vocals, they're obviously different than male vocals for the most part. For some reason, especially in the indie rock stuff, and metal, but especially indie rock, I really, really enjoy female vocals. And Ava Hendricks does a fantastic job, I think. My wife can't stand these vocals, and I can understand if people don't like this stuff, but I love it. And it is an excellent album. These choruses, they are instant, like they are sugary sweet, and they are instantly catchy. Like I caught myself singing them almost immediately. And this was one of those albums where first time I heard a song, I was hooked. I was like, I want more. I want more. Again, I did a deep dive on this band. From this band, I found out about a band called Skating Polly that I love, and it just became this thing where I just started finding all kinds of bands that I was really into. These are newer bands, you know, that are doing indie rock and, you know, in a really, really great way. I'm hoping these guys just put out a new video for a song a couple months ago, so I'm hoping that that new material is coming soon. I hope that they don't fucking break up. Please don't break up, Charlie Bliss. Please, please, please.
Blacked out with the beefcakes, I flip through, just be cool. I survived when the sweepstakes says you love me most. Maybe I don't come close. I've been celebrating since Thursday. I always get dumped on my birthday. I'm the one who said in the first place for a play. Okay, anyways. Woo!
Anyway, that's my my favorite album that came out in 2017 that is not metal, indie rock. Thanks, and hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks. Bye.